setting a ladder, climbing a ladder, all of that is really critical because I have guys that are very, they fall and they've hurt themselves, and they're hurt for a long time. Okay, falling just a few feet off of a ladder can hurt you bad. Okay, so you might think you're indestructible, but we're not. Okay, so I'm going to start with the ladder on the ground. Up from the ground. What's the best way? I know this 16-footer, but what you tell me what?
Yeah, assuming this was extended, right? If you know, in a bigger ladder that you need help with, I'd ask him to put his toes down there at the end, hold it down, then just lift it up, walk it up forward. The other ones that are stuck like that, you know, it's just maybe. There we go.
Okay.
Then once you got her up, you want to move it. You want to spread it out as much as you can where you're grabbing to like spread your weight. You want to keep it as close to you as possible because if you're out here, the leverage is a lot, especially if you had a big, you know, you're on like the 24 or 28 foot ladders. It's going to be a lot of weight at the top trying to tip over on you. So you want to keep it up as close to your body as you can, and then just wherever you're going to stick her. Too bad. Raise it up, put your foot down there to help stabilize it. And then all you really need is just, I mean, you can pretty much do 2 fingers from there. And then once you got her up, pull the base out to wherever you want. So the further out you go, the more stable you're going to feel when you're up there. If you have this real close to the wall, when you're up there standing on it, trying to paint up above you, you're going to feel like you're going to fall backwards. So if you have it further out, it's going to feel more like a staircase when you're up at the top.
Is there a point, Ben, where if I have it too far out that it could get dangerous from?
Oh, yeah. For sure.
Yeah.
I mean, once you get so far, I'm not sure the exact angle,
right,
but yeah,
right.
Once you get so far out.
4 to 1.
Yeah, I mean, you're
4 to 1. That's
4
good.
to 1.
4 to 1. And if you put your arms, stand on the first rung, put your arms, this is just probably just a little out for this height, right? So, but you should be like perfectly like this if you're on your first rung. And that's another way of finding your right.
Yeah, I could see it literally being about a foot in and then being about perfect. The other thing you could do for keeping it for kicking out, what could I do to set those feet? Or lift up the bottom and I kick those feet. Get them down in the ground. Sometimes one side of the ladder is out of one side of the ground might go like this, right? So I set one of the feet down, and so then it balances itself out. And see what he just did? He kind of got on it and bounced like that. That right there is a good practice, just to kind of, you'll get very comfortable over the course of time, but that's something you'll do regularly. Okay, let's lay it down. Let's let AJ stand it up. And then what I want you to do is we'll have you stand it up here, and then I'll have you carry it about 10 feet and stand it over there. Okay? On the back side of it, right? I like for to have the guy come around to the front side then. Let me grab this. Come to the front side before I start carrying it, okay? Then I'm picking it up. I'm carrying it. Finding my spot. Setting it. And now I can see that the ground slopes a little bit there, so I might decide, but it's not bad. Okay. I'm right there. Front side. One thing that we've talked about, because right there at the front of the house, you see those electrical wires? Those electrical wires can arc to this ladder. If that electricity arcs to this ladder, you're like a hot dog. You just got fried, okay? And so there are ways that the electrical company can come and put a sleeve, and I've already asked the superintendent to do this. They put a sleeve on that so it doesn't arc to the ladder. So, okay? All right, let's lay it down. Now, if you're walking around the house, depending on how strong you are and how willing you are, you can carry this ladder like this on your side. You could also flip it up carry it like we had it here. But I have to be thinking, if I have a 28-foot ladder and I'm getting caught in those trees right there, then I'm going to be fighting those trees, right? So I might walk it down through here. Okay. Good. No, that's good. I like that. And then you climb it. You climb it. You comfortable climbing it? I like the way you bounced on it. That's good.
Keep going. We got it.
Touch the wall. Okay. Good. All right. Go on down. So one of the things our technicians will have to do in order to graduate is climb a 28-foot ladder and touch the wall at the top.